Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is May 22nd. Right now we are looking at the visible satellite imagery. I just returned from Nebraska out there storm chasing yesterday. I did see 4 tornadoes and quite a bit of tornado damage out there, but I am now back. It's good to be back, but it may be out there in the next few days as well. So anyway, let's dive into things here. You can see we've got that marine layer out there this morning. As you can see, some clouds moving across the area. No cumulus building up just yet, but you can see the nice snow-capped mountains on the GOES 18 satellite imagery. And of course, we're going to take a look at the extended forecast as we go through the video, as we do every day. But check this out. In 2008, heavy rain from thunderstorms produced by a very cold and unstable storm from the north. May 22nd, 2008, several debris flows. Look at it. We had tornadoes out there, and one of the strongest in recent memory out there in Moreno Valley was California's one of the all-time strongest. And it was rated an EF2, and it was the strongest California since at least 1998. And it was on the ground for 21 minutes. 9 railroad cars were derailed. A semi-truck was lifted 30 to 40 feet in there and severely injured the driver, damage done to roof. So, yeah, we can't get crazy weather here across the Southwest USA and California. And you can see also significant weather back there in 1992 and 1921. Check that out, 1.19 inches of rain fell in Santa Ana. Now, if we take a look at what happened back in 2008, you can see the very deep trough that dug all the way down towards the Mexican border here. And that's what caused that storm system out there. And if we put that into mean sea level pressure, you can see that deep low out here across the Intermountain West here in the troughing, kind of hanging out back towards California, no doubt spawning those tornadoes. So what's going on here currently? You can see we do have some strong wind gusts out there at times. Mojave Desert slopes each afternoon and evening, Wednesday through Saturday, some gusts of 55 miles per hour. Hanford National Weather Service, this was issued actually yesterday, but again, this is going to go towards this weekend. And just a reminder, if you want, pause it here. Every day, wildfire prevention, good ideas here. Never toss lit cigarettes on the ground. You guys know the drill out here. Just kind of drawing attention to it. We are starting to move into the fire season, especially we've been dry lately here over the last month or so, and we're supposed to remain dry for at least the next couple of weeks. But if we look at day 1 thunderstorm outlook, you can see it does not include the Southwest, day 2 or day 3 right now. And if we take a look at fire danger, you can see that it is elevated across Arizona and New Mexico. You can see some critical fire danger there across New Mexico, extreme southeast Arizona, and elevated for Arizona as well. And this is no doubt going to be an issue here coming up because it's been pretty dry here recently across much of the state of California as well. So if we take a look at the composite reflectivity, you can see this system across the Pacific Northwest moving off to the east here. But you notice we're not going to be getting any precipitation, and maybe a few showers popping off across the Sierra Nevada as we go through tomorrow. We'll see how that goes, and then maybe a system swinging through as we go through Friday, but not much for the coastal areas here or Southern California. It could spawn some rainfall across the Sierra Nevada and across Nevada as we go through Friday afternoon. Taking a look at the eastern tropical cyclone and disturbances here. This is over the next 48 hours. Nothing expected as of right now. We'll continue to monitor that as we go through the season. Total precipitation in inches, we're going to look out 10 days here, and you can see maybe a little bit across the Sierra Nevada and Nevada, but otherwise, if I scroll through that pretty quickly here, you can see we're at over 200 hours out and not talking about a lot of precipitation for the state of California. Now, let's take a look at 18,000 feet, 500 millibars. So there goes the system through the Pacific Northwest here. As you can imagine, that's not a very moist system for California. Another one following hot on its heels there. And then we developed this troughing across some of the Gulf of Alaska here, and it's going to allow for a ridge potentially to build here. You're going to see a little bit of troughing still hanging out, but you can see the overall pattern is for a ridge here across the western USA as we go through the end of May into early June. The GFS paints a little bit different picture here, so we're going to be watching that closely, but you can see that's a pretty darn right deep trough out here, and that could even bring some systems into California here, or at least some rainfall, maybe a frontal system, something we'll be watching. You got to take it with a grain of salt, though. We're looking at over 300 hours out at that trough right there. It's not really even worth showing right now. And if we scroll through the next few days, you can kind of see maybe a little bit of shower activity kicking up again across the Sierra Nevada, but then we're going to remain dry for a while. We could get that back into the regime where we get the thunderstorm afternoon activity there across the Sierra Nevada, and then that deep trough is out here spawning this storm system, and we'll see if that will have any effect on us here across the state of California if that does come to fruition. Here's the 6 to 10 day above average across much of the west, the 8 to 14 day. Check out the below average signal here showing up as we go through the end of May here. Hopefully this isn't going to dry us out enough to start getting an early start on the fire season here across the region. But if we look at the average temperatures from April 22nd to May 21st, you can see we are above average for much of the region here. There's some of the coastal areas, southern, central California coastal areas have been below average, however. But if we look at precipitation, you can see very small areas there are above average. And we got some dramatic below average percentages here. And again, we're not talking about a lot of precipitation that's typically falling at this time of year. So it doesn't take much to skew these numbers to look pretty low here. But it's still noteworthy across portions of southern Arizona, California, and Nevada especially. If we look at the drought monitor right now, we are drought free across California. Just a little bit about normally dry out there, but for the most part, this is a very good thing to see. And, you know, we'll take it while we can, and hopefully Mother Nature starts to deliver a bit more precipitation here if we can get it. But anyway, yeah, it's good to be back here. I'll be doing my normal briefing tomorrow. I just wanted to get out a quick video today to let everybody know that I am back, and we'll be continuing the briefings as we go on in through the next few days. I'll be out chasing, so I'll try to put out a daily briefing as I'm out on the road. No promises for that, so I may miss a day or two at times when I'm out chasing the storms. It is that peak season right now. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. Click like and subscribe. We'll do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.